The real 3 men and a baby, COVID costumes, and Coca-Cola classic discusses the white thing. I fucked that up. Whenever there is Coke, there's always the right thing. Okay, that's it. Okay. The real 3 men and a baby, COVID costumes, and Coca-Cola classic discusses the white thing. On today's episode of 1, 2, 3,
Jokes.
I honestly did not hear a difference.
It's a different melody. There's one part is like the part that leads into it, and the other part is the Coca-Cola classic is always the one. Whenever there is Coke, there's always the real thing. It's a good song, actually. It's really good.
I've never heard that. Is that on TV? Is that commercial?
Oh no, I just wrote it.
You just
Yeah,
wrote it.
it was a Coke commercial from the 90s that I apparently am the only one that
You
Jeremy
got that song in pictures?
Well, welcome
Taking it
everybody.
around the sock hops?
Yeah. Welcome everybody to 1, 2, 3 Jokes, a competitive comedy podcast where we take 3 stories from the news, write 3 jokes about each story, and decide who has written the funniest jokes. My name is Jeremy Martinez.
My name is Ricardo Leon.
I am Bob Timmons.
Hold on. I'm Carly Kastner.
And I'm Aaron Kraft.
Ricky, we've missed you. What's happening? Where you been?
Carly does not speak for the show.
I missed you, Ricky. I guess Ricky's still not on the show.
We've missed you and your family.
In the garage, and she can hear.
You guys
Okay.
are recording.
I'm gonna go get.
Okay, so we just where are we at? What
Well,
do we do?
I said I missed Rick, and the only people coming from his house I can hear are not him.
Yeah.
I'm slowly regretting saying that out loud.
So I started, I signed up for voices.com. Which
Are those the voices we keep
Is that
hearing?
Rick's?
Yeah, that's my work for hearing.
Those are the sample ones. They keep giving you a couple of free ones. Try
Yeah.
it.
Rick decided to be my guinea pig, so
I have several
this is-
demos out as Ricky's family.
This is Jeremy's fault.
It's hilarious. You have voices and they send them to you and they just haunt your house. Talking.
They send you a speaker that you can hide somewhere in the house, and then so everyone else in the house doesn't know where the voices are coming from.
so who's the product for?
I think it's actually supposed to be for lonely people who like to have company but don't actually have any friends.
Oh, what did you say, spirits? Yes, it is a lovely day.
This product is specifically for like the bad guys in Scooby-Doo cartoons. Like how they get their voices like to be
Yeah,
spread out
to project.
Sound.
So, Jeremy, I'm
Uh,
assuming this is a voiceover project. That's my guess.
This is
Wow.
like freelance voiceover work, and I've had like 6 auditions.
Wow.
And yeah, and I haven't gotten one yet.
Can you
but,
give us an example of one of the products or things that you've done?
Can
I
you
don't
tell
wanna
them that
give
you
any-
look like Mexican Jimmy Neutron?
Sure.
They're gonna love that over at voices.com.
Yeah, it goes. They want full descriptions of your physical appearance when you audition for voice
You
work.
want someone who sounds like a Mexican Jimmy Neutron.
Not that it matters, but what are your measurements?
I'm kind of like Jaime Neutron, you know. No, I can't give like I can't play one of the auditions because those are like actual companies and products, you know. So I can't play that. But I don't know. Maybe later in the show, I'll look up like one of my generic demos and I'll play that.
Why don't you just recreate one?
Because I don't
and
remember it
just
off the top of my head.
Change the
And
name
guys-
of the
guys-
product.
Right.
Guys, it's my voice. You're all familiar with my voice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
but you're-
but-
Here, you sell something.
Yeah.
And also, let me tell you, one of my best friends does voiceover work, and she just sent me one of the ads she just did, and it's her voice, but it's like this version of her voice.
Hey,
And
what's
it,
Yeah.
yeah,
I have
and
one
I'm
of
like,
those. I have-
this is very weird to listen to.
Yeah.
I mean, she sounds
like-
great, but
I'm Carly's friend.
You.
Hire me because I'm the voice you're looking for.
Now that would freak
was her
me out
Scooby-Doo
if it was
audition.
haunting my house.
Yeah. Coming through a speaker in the house.
I did a project for work where I created a film about like a social action project we were doing, and like a mini trailer, like promo for a social
It
action.
was a 5-second vine, but
And I recreated one of those in a world.
We showed it at the AFI.
No, you guys, this is really good. I recreated one of those in a world videos, and I did the voice, and
Yeah.
it came out really good. I
Okay.
did a good job.
I want to
Take your
hear it
word
now.
for it.
Okay, I'll try to find it, and I'll play just the audio for
Say
you.
it.
I
just
gotta
do
find it.
Why
Live
is everybody,
performance.
why is everybody like,
Because
I gotta
this
go
is-
get into my storage area?
Because
Get
in
out
the
the reels
video there's like music behind it. It's very dramatic. It just makes it sound better.
Okay, Aaron, dramatic music.
Yeah.
Harley.
This
No,
Mike
I'll
Pelosi.
find it.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. Go ahead.
In the
In a
world.
world
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
where one podcast does a bunch of voices.
I wouldn't say a
Voice
bunch.
busters.
Yeah.
I do voices a lot.
To bust your voice.
I'm looking for it.
Well,
Okay,
hey,
maybe
Carla,
this
how
was a
about-
mistake.
let's go ahead and go into the first story.
Wait, I found it. Okay,
Okay.
hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
okay.
I'm just gonna share my audio really fast.
In a world where Zoom calls and social distancing reign supreme, one congregation will come together for a full week of Tikkun Olam.
All right, it's like a Jewish thing. You guys aren't.
You got embarrassed.
But yeah.
Oh, there's like Hebrew words.
Don't
and stuff
judge
in it.
me.
No, she said something about my mom. I'm really curious.
I said Tikkun Olam, which is
Oh,
a Jewish. It's a Jewish value.
She got so embarrassed and immediately pulled it
Because
down.
I realized that I'm gonna start talking about like Jewish values and things like that, which I think is
We don't want
gonna
to hear about those.
yeah.
know what it sound-
no
you
one
know-
else see.
It was so funny. She's like, oh my gosh, guys, I'm so excited to play this. She's so excited to play the thing. She's like, I found it. Ooh, do.
It was good.
In a world, the congregation, it's very Jewish. You got embarrassed about it so quickly.
I'm not embarrassed that
She
it's.
was so excited.
I'm not embarrassed that it's Jewish. I turned it off because I realized, wait a second, this is the wrong audience for this.
Think about before
Oh,
you
see,
play.
exactly.
I forgot that the intro even had like all these Hebrew words and it talked specifically about my congregation and stuff.
That's what makes it great.
Yeah.
Imagine like all of our listeners like, what the fuck is she?
Not on my podcast.
I did not sign up for this.
The fuck are those words?
This is America. We speak English.
Speak English.
So,
So
did
anyway,
you guys like it?
It builds to this great
Great.
crescendo, but I'm not going to play the rest
No,
because
just don't worry about it.
I don't want the comments online.
Okay,
Well,
here's
okay.
one. You
Oh.
guys want to hear mine or just?
Yes, yeah, I want to hear yours.
Okay, this one.
Barukata.
It's Jeremy's bar mitzvah audio.
Okay. This was an imaginary pharmaceutical antidepressant ad. Ready?
Mornings seem dark, even when the sun is shining. When your bed and the pitch black of your room offer more comfort than a loved one's embrace.
It's so
When you
sad.
feel that your soul is tired, even in the happiest of moments. If you've struggled with depression before, if you've tried other medications and nothing seems to help, now there's Expectrahap, an approved antidepressant alternative
I
to
don't know
most
what that
common
is.
antidepressants.
Some Yiddish word. I don't
Independent
know.
studies have shown that Expectrahap's unique properties stimulate the brain's neurotransmitters more gently than the typical antidepressant.
It gets better. Yeah.
Several study participants report relief of depression symptoms within as little as 2 weeks.
Oh,
You
good
deserve
study.
to feel the sunshine, to feel present in the moment, to have energy, to be yourself again. You deserve an antidepressant alternative when nothing else has worked. Though
Best
users
part's
of this
coming.
medication experience less side effects than with other common antidepressants, side effects may still include dry mouth, blurry vision, itchiness, temporary confusion, temporary euphoria, and temporary increase in anxiety while the body normalizes the medication.
That was
Oh
all in
my
one
God, that's how
I
they
just
get
love-
you.
I was like, if you're suffering from depression, you might want to consider especially
Did you write that script, Jeremy?
No, that's a sample. So that's a sample script they have on there for like just generic demos.
It seemed like we were like listening to poetry. Like it was like this really cool, interesting poetry with all these different like.
You should have riffed on the side
Please
effects.
expect a snap.
I kind of like this new format that we have here. Just listening
No
to
jokes.
audio auditions. But
I think-
unfortunately,
Can we all go on there and create one and then play it on our
should.
There you go.
Patreon?
And then
Sure.
we'll have a competition, and the winner will get to be the person who does the intro now for our show.
Yeah. Who gets the job?
I'm getting replaced. Oh,
I mean, unless you can step up your game.
this is One Titcher Jokes.
What tits your jokes?
One Titcher Jokes.
What tits your jokes? All right,
Put that
today we're
on-
asking everyone what tits your jokes. Aaron, what tits your jokes?
Put that on a t-shirt. I think we got a
Quit
winner.
taking my burning questions.
Everyone's dying to know what
Just
t-shirt.
start taking my
Yeah, I'm still
burning
trying to figure
tits.
out what that means.
Uh,
Quit titsing my burning questions.
Take what tits. Take what tits in my burning question, please.
We are so off the rails here, guys.
Jeremy, what were the side effects of that drug again?
Intelligible Yiddish. Oompa hair.
Stuffy palms.
Yeah, office Zoom backgrounds to hide your office.
Pictures of your office desk behind you on Zoom.
All of our listeners, check out our video to see what they're talking about.
Also, Aaron, you
What's
have
up?
a chessboard on your work desk. It looks like you're in the middle of a game, but is that just to make you look like you know how to play chess, or do you actually play chess?
Well, recently I've begun to study chess. I've always known the basic rules, but I've never understood the strategy. So I thought I would pick up a new hobby, and I get onto the Reddit subreddits for chess, and they have puzzles. People will post like puzzles, and so I'll imitate them on my chessboard and then try to work them out, and then go reference the answer guide.
There are some fun chess puzzle websites online where you can manipulate the pieces on your screen as well, and they tell you if you've made the right move. They're really
Are
fun.
we doing an ad right now?
Carly, do the voice.
In a world where chess is now king.
Okay, thank you, Carly. That was great.
Chess is now king. Is that what you said?
Where chess has a king.
Oh, I thought you said where chess is now king.
I think I did, because that's the structure of the inner worlds.
Jeremy, you're up.
Who
In a
plays
world.
behind the other side of your desk? Do you have someone like that like slips down there on the other side to be the white
Oh, because
side?
it's butted up against the wall. No,
Yeah.
I play both
mean,
sides, Rick.
We got questions.
In a world where no one knows the words to hammer up.
I thought it was Hamburger Helper. I did.
Burger, hamburger, helper,
helper.
but it's not kosher. You have to either take the cheese or the meat.
Good point.
Take the cheese on the meat. Take the cheese on the meat.
All right, should we get into round
yeah,
one?
yeah.
One with you. Just
We-
take
we
the
do our
cheese
show
on the
now.
meat.
We've had a lot of fun here, but it's time to stop all that.
Oh, what does your thing say? What did your jokes? All right.
Interview up there. Okay. All right. We're good. Let's go ahead and get into our first story.
Okay. Round one. Men become first throuple to have 3 fathers put on child's birth certificate. 3 men have become the very first 3-way relationship, or throuple, to have each of their names put on their child's birth certificate. Ian Jenkins, Alan Mayfield, and Jeremy Allen Hodges have been in their unconventional but happy relationship for the best part of the decade. The three men made legal history in 2017 when it was agreed in court that the California men could put all of their names as fathers on their daughter's birth certificate. And since 3-year-old Piper's birth, she now has a 1-year-old brother, Parker. The half-siblings were both born using an egg donor and a surrogate. We've had zero pushback from anyone in our professional and personal lives. Our oldest now is in preschool, and the other parents and kids are like, cool, tell us that story. In an interview with Australia's The Morning Show, Mayfield, who has been partners with Jenkins for 17 years and Allen for 8, delved into the legal challenges of getting each of their names on their child's birth certificate. We argued in court. It was a pretty interesting, intense courtroom scene. At first, it seemed we were not going to be granted that, so we asked to speak in the court and pled our viewpoint, and the judge ultimately changed her mind and granted us legal parentage for our children before they were born. Jenkins has since written a book titled 3 Dads and a Baby, which explores his and his partner's journeys to becoming the first-time parents. It comes out in March 2021 and is available for pre-order now.
All right, so who wants to start things off in round 1?
I'll go first. Did the court consider the long-term ophthalmologic health of these kids with all the dad jokes they'll have to roll their eyes to?
Let's double down on that.
Unfortunately, it didn't get a laugh, so good luck, Bob.
I thought it was cute.
This is sickening. 3 men raising these kids. The sheer number of dad jokes in that one house is tantamount to child abuse.
Mine was tougher because I had to say ophthalmologic.
Well, then you should get the point then, shouldn't you?
I agree.
I thought you were just practicing for your voiceover career.
Rick?
All right.
So, what about the last name? 3 dads? Let me guess what it is. Mr. Satan times 3? I don't know. I thought this is... I don't know. That's what I have here.
I don't know.
That's what's there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That happens.
I should more often end jokes with, I don't know. I don't know why that's written there. I don't know.
Well, Jeremy, what do you have written there?
Oh, shit. I do have this. I don't know. I don't know why. Okay. Imagine the frustration of these kids when they get stuck in a never-ending loop of go ask your father.
I like that. Yeah, maybe we should choose a different story. The throuple made history, but the kids will set a record for most times the phrase, "Dad, you're embarrassing me," is uttered.
My dad can totally beat up your dad. Well, my dad can take a pounding for hours, so tell your dad to come over.
Jesus, Ricky.
I like that one.
Tell your dad to come over. That's how it's supposed to be.
Your dad can totally pound my dad.
I mean, if he's willing.
I mean, they both agree to it.
Essential.
We're just 3 consenting dads.
Just trying to raise these kids and pound each other constantly.
Dad pound dad
so.
world.
Dads by the pound.
Dads, many dads.
2.5 dads?
No, three dads. They went up. 3 dads.
Oh.
They went up.
2.5 dads. Who's
Bob's-
the half? That poor guy.
Bob Zoom froze in the perfect Bob, your Zoom froze as you were doing this. Like you were disgusted.
So I didn't hear any of that joke.
No, there wasn't a joke there. I was just
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Then-
here's my joke. You know, maybe the more parents there are, the easier it is to eventually have that talk about the bees and the bees and the bees.
Why are the bees the masculine part of that?
They're the pollinators.
Oh, okay.
I am the pollinator.
I am the pollinator.
Dime.
Yeah, 2 more of me.
Yeah, this is Pollinator 3. You didn't mention the that they got the embryos from a friend, right?
No.
Okay. So one of the dads got the leftover embryos from a friend. That's how Piper was born. And that led to this. When did you know you wanted to have a baby? Well, I always wanted a baby, but when my friend said, hey, do you want the rest of my embryos? I'm full. That's when I knew. And there you have it.
Yeah, that's
I liked
good.
it.
But you know
It
what
was
really
worth it.
annoys me is when you're not finished and your friend just digs in on your embryos and you're like, come on, bro.
You're like, hey,
on,
I was gonna
bro.
bear that.
Yeah, you're like, hey, I
Bro.
wasn't done with those.
My embryos.
And then you're like, I can't even enjoy my embryos because they never brought my ranch.
I think Jeremy's getting ready for Betty Bye.
Well, the embryo became an embryo because it got ranch.
So, the embryo became an embryo because it got ranch.
It's my
That's
new
science,
rap
folks.
album dropping this fall.
he is not dropping mad science on that one.
Oh, I'm the cuddly rapper.
Get on the mic.
Yeah, I'm the cuddly
Kid-
rapper. Check
oh,
out my
you're-
album.
Your kid cuddle.
Kid Cuddle.
Kid Cuddle.
Hey, cuddle.
That doesn't sound good. Rick, do you have one more?
Okay.
I didn't say kid cuddler. I said
but I'm one of his dads, I swear.
Sure. 3 dads. Right.
You're going with me, mister.
Hands behind your back.
Who's getting arrested? A little kid?
No. Kid Cuddles.
Just to be on the safe side, everybody's arrested. We'll sort it out later. Rick, do you have one more?
It's a little bit too much for me personally to handle, okay?
I think that's a no.
I didn't become a police officer.
That's it. Full stop.
You did Oh, Ricky, we thought that's where you were last week when you missed the show.
I'm a police
Yeah,
officer.
police officer.
Uh,
No, I don't have anything else. I can't think
All
of
right.
it. It's not
That
good.
does it. That does it for the jokes.
all right. Aaron Kraft, a resident judge. What do you think of all that just happened there?
It's a lot to parse through. I'm gonna try. No, I think the highlights are the last jokes from everybody. So Bob's, "Do you want the rest of my embryos?" That was funny. Jeremy, I thought, yeah, the last one, the bees and the bees and the bees. That was probably one of the best of the round
Probably one of the best jokes I've ever heard.
ever. And Rick's
Thank you, Bob.
take a pounding for hours. That was really funny. That got a good reaction. He didn't have a third joke, but I'm going to let it slide because that one hit so well. And it pounded
All
so
things that were
hard.
said during that hour-long pounding.
So I'm going to give both Rick and Jeremy a point for round 1.
All right. So tie game, Jeremy and Rick going into round 2. Round 2.
Women dressed as elderly caught trying to get COVID-19 shot. Florida authorities say 2 women who dressed up to make themselves appear as older adults in an attempt to get a coronavirus vaccine were turned away and issued trespass warnings. The state health officer in Orange County, Orlando, said the women disguised themselves with bonnets. Bonnets? What is the name? Like 18th century? Sheriff's Office spokeswoman Michelle Guido told the Orlando Sentinel that the women altered their birth years on their vaccination registrations to bypass the state system that prioritized people age 65 and older. It appeared that the women had gotten the first shot, but was unclear where. Officials said in a news release that the women were 35 and 45 years old.
All right. I'll start things off in round 2. The women did receive the first shot, but they had to disguise themselves as giant lab rats to get it. All right, Rick, you're up.
The last time I was out somewhere and they were giving out old lady shots, I went and I got them. You know what an old lady shot is?
Oh,
No, tell us.
What's
It's
the
where
shot?
you
don't.
lay down on the bar, and then someone comes with a shot glass between their knees, and then they drop that into, and that's like their boobs because they're big old lady boobs, really long.
Okay.
You drop the shot in your mouth, and that's an old lady shot.
Yeah.
The more you know. When a disguise fails, you have to go old school and wait outside the clinic until you find a senior citizen willing to go in and bring out a vaccine for you.
Cute.
The women pleaded their case for the vaccine to officials, citing their need to get back to yelling to see the manager at any given store or restaurant.
Here's your problem, and the mistake that you made with your old lady costume. It should have been a sexy old lady costume. You know, like
God.
Go ahead. What's the example? Like
I expected someone sexy old lady.
Wow.
Okay, so you wanted some.
you for your
You wanted a
jokes?
back and forth.
No, I just
Sexy
nobody-
old lady. What
that
do
was
you
the
mean?
punchline. That was the punchline. I didn't get anything, so I was like, well, you know, like you know, at Halloween they have the sexy nurse. This is the
Yeah.
sexy old lady costume. Could have
Where they
gotten
put
away
a
with
shot between their knees and
Like a sexy ventilated patient costume.
God.
All right. Here we go. This is the only quote unquote Florida man headline where I'm like, yeah, if I was in Florida, I might do the same thing. The real news is that they're still even offering vaccines in Florida. Oh, hard hitting political commentary for me.
This episode sucks.
Started off so well. What happened?
You
Then we
save the
started
good stuff for
telling
patrons. Head over to Patreon, pay $3, and you'll get the good shit.
jokes. That's right.
All right, speaking of sucks, elderly people get all the breaks, vaccines, discounts, hips, you name it.
Oh, well, this arm is nice and juicy. Let's see this butt.
Oh, Ricky.
It's so gross.
Stop
Isn't
it.
that gross? You feel an old lady's arm and it feels supple and like
Man, it's the
beautiful.
tits
Then you
of
don't want
arms.
the
I gotta
butt.
tell you.
Oh, Ricky's rapper name is Old Cuddles.
All right. He's kind of treading on a little of my joke here. Who would have thought that trained medical professionals could tell the difference between a 35-year-old arm and a 65-year-old arm? It was otherwise such a foolproof plan.
And then you add, let's see that butt.
But
See, it's weird. Like old lady boobs fall, but old lady butts rise.
rise.
Oh, it's the
Probably,
balancing.
yeah, probably from the yeah.
They're like the letter N, capital N.
It's like a
Okay.
seesaw.
It's between the shoulder blades by the time they're 80.
They poop sitting back.
Yeah.
That's how there's so many accidents in the home. So,
Yeah.
trying to use the
It's
bathroom.
like they fall in. Well, they fall in the tub, but they just kind of like slide down, like roll down. Help! I can't get up.
This woman has a concussion. She hit herself in the butt.
All right, that'll do it for the jokes in this round. So, Aaron Kraft, we're going to need points.
Yeah, I concussed her butt.
Are you like pampering the back of their neck? Is that how that?
Can
Like-
we make the episode title I concussed her butt?
We'll think
we'll-
about it.
Yeah, we'll put it out to the people, see what they say.
I'm sure this is as tough around to judge as it was to write jokes for. Some highlights include I like Jeremy's first joke about the went outside and have an old person bring a vaccine out for you.
Hmm.
It's like kids waiting for alcohol, right? Waiting
Yes.
for somebody old enough.
Yeah, we got it.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah. I'm actually just making sure I understood it.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad you do that because sometimes I'm like, I hope they understood it. And I'm
You
not totally
always
sure they
think
did.
that, and we always understand.
You always understand it, and then you never laugh, and then I just get so confused because how can both be
Yeah.
true?
Yeah, but you got it, right?
In a
I-
world where
sometimes- I
people
like the-
understand jokes and don't laugh, one
I do-
comedian reigns supreme.
That's a world I don't want to live in.
I do like how bold you are sometimes, where like you'll get no reaction, like, oh, you guys didn't get it.
I appreciated Rick's first joke, just the part where he described old lady boobs as long.
Oh, I
mean,
appreciated it.
so many other ways that has been described before, but he went with a new adjective there. Bob's last joke, they get all the breaks, including the hip breaks, I think actually garnered the biggest reaction, and therefore I'm giving the point to Bob for this round.
All
All
right,
tied up.
Tied up.
close game.
Ricky, no jokes about all three of you being tied up. Butts, doing stuff. Three dads, nothing.
Whatever.
Okay, wait, keep going.
Starts with an M. I'm seeing an M.
Does the number 3 have any significance
Yeah.
to you?
Yeah.
Psychic seance or something.
Have you ever
Oh,
interacted
I was
with a
3
person?
once.
That's it. Something would happen that happened to you when you were 3.
All right, next.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
right.
Round 3. Oh, that's what the number was from. Round 3.
Whoa. As a psychic who like preempts her own visions or something.
Setting
Yeah.
myself up.
Who
Okay.
sets herself up? Yeah.
Yeah,
Round
she's like, and I see like a 2, and then
And I'm getting kind of thirsty. I'm seeing a drink, some sort of white liquid. I don't know. Let's get to round 3. Coca-Cola staff told in an online trading seminar, try to be less white. Oh my God, I predicted the story. Coca-Cola raised some eyebrows for prompting an online training seminar that urged employees to try to be less white in order to combat racial discrimination. Slides from the training seminar shared online featured tips on how to tone down whiteness. The tips to be less white included be less arrogant, be less certain, be less defensive, be more humble, listen, believe, break with apathy, and break with solidarity. Another slide tells viewers that in order to confront racism, they must understand what it means to be white, challenging what it means to be racist. White people in the US and other Western nations are socialized to feel that they are inherently superior because they are white. Another slide reads, the slides continue. Research shows that by age 3 to 4, children understand that it is better to be white. The seminar has been predictably divisive, with some praising the company and others threatening to boycott. Attorney and Center for American Liberty founder Harmeet Dillon, who shared the slides on Twitter, said the slides seemed like blatant racial discrimination. In a letter to Fox Business, the soft drink giant said the slides being attributed to Coca-Cola training program are not a part of the company's learning curriculum.
All right, Rick, do you want to start us off in round 3?
the way to here's a lesson in how to avoid. I don't know why I'm doing it like this.
Me neither.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing what like what?
I'm going to so I'm teaching the course right now. The course in
Okay.
last way. Okay. Does anybody have the whitest thing that you could say? Does anybody have an idea of what that could be? Raise
The
your hand.
what? An
The
idea of
whitest
what?
thing you could say. I don't know. I'm just fucking it all up. Okay. Could
The
I
whitest thing
be
you
any
could
less white? Is the whitest thing you could say.
I
So
can't wait
that.
for that pumpkin spice latte.
Could I be any less white? That's the whitest thing.
That's the whitest thing.
Oh my gosh.
Don't say
Like-
that.
Quoting Friends is
Okay.
the whitest thing you could do.
Okay. Yeah, Rick,
Okay.
don't say that.
I don't know what the
Um,
joke was there.
It's from
Uh,
Friends.
Oh, okay.
Never you mind. Aaron. What's it to you, Judge?
Incidentally, try to be less white was also the crucial part of Carly's training when she joined this show.
Oh, we'll stick with that. We actually got a review online asking us to be less white. I think they're referring to Jeremy, if I had to guess. They also mentioned that they wanted Carly to be more white. They like how she does that.
Yeah, I do that well.
When I need a cola, I reach for RC Cola. Nothing counters systematic racism like the Royal Crown.
Nice.
Hmm.
Timely joke.
Yeah.
Nah. Timely
Jeremy.
joke. Too bad we won't release this for another 8 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, by then
Coca-Cola-
everything will be fixed.
Yeah.
One of the races will have won.
Coca-Cola has tried this before. In the 80s, they released new white training videos, but they failed, so they brought back white classic training programs.
That's funny. Hey, Ricky, are you eating Pop Rocks? What did you just like pour into your mouth?
Oh,
Peanuts?
yes.
Oh,
Nothing.
peanuts. Get your peanuts.
Thanks, planners. And go
Yeah.
to the planners website for 12% off.
12%.
If you need to make your podcast less professional, choose Planners.
Folks, if you guys also like Planners Peanuts, check out our Patreon. We could use the help.
Then
know,
you're buying
thought I'd-
peanuts.
Shamelessly plug our Patreon.
For less than a bag of peanuts.
To see these nuts, check out our Patreon.
Peanuts are expensive.
I dispute the claim that 3 and 4-year-olds understand white privilege. I think these kids really only understand that chicken nuggets are yummy and we should get more of them.
Hmm.
But they only like the white meat.
They don't know that. They just think it's chicken nuggets. You idiot.
Hey guys, how about a little less white supremacy and a little more Sprite supremacy?
Oh.
Sprite supremacy, Sprite supremacy, Sprite
More of a 7-Up
supremacy.
guy, Rick.
Coca-Cola has become less white
Sierra
over the
Mist.
years.
Sorry.
What?
Sierra Mist.
Oh, sorry,
Sierra
Jeremy.
Mist.
He's just naming sodas.
I actually prefer to go to the fountain and punch a little of each.
That's
A race.
suicide.
That's total diversity right there.
That's suicide.
No,
Suicide. That's ethnic suicide.
not bunch of people, but you just punch a little of each soda.
Carly, you have to know how that looks.
I just want to punch a little people. Bunch of people. Boom, boom. A little of each people.
Now, Carly obviously doesn't know what fighting is, so
I punch a little Sprite. I punch a little pink lemonade. I punch a little Pepsi.
You.
I
like
do a
right
little
in the
do.
face. Right in the face.
I don't care what they say. I put Pepsi and Coke right in the same cup. It's a melting pot.
Two sodas.
Don't you hate,
One-
Carly, don't you hate when the nozzle on the soda machine is loose and it like sprays in your face?
Yeah, you have to jiggle it, and then all of a sudden,
All right. That's
I
just
believe
Patreon
it's
shit right
spatial purity. I like the soda to be one kind in the cup.
there. All right, here's my real joke. Coca-Cola has become less white throughout the years. First ditching the cocaine, then losing real sugar. It's more factual than funny, but
That's a good tie-in.
It took your real sugar. You just got that corn syrup.
Well, the Mexican Coke still has real sugar.
We still got real sugar.
and the Colombian Coke still has real cocaine.
Guys, I gotta go to Colombia. I'll be.
Makes it good.
This article makes me wonder if, in terms of racial equity, is Pepsi okay?
Pepsi's never okay. No.
Oh, and Pepsi. Okay. It's a pretty smart joke.
And I think that'll do it for round 3. So, Aaron Kraft, we need a winner. What do you say?
Yeah. I really enjoyed Bob's Pepsi joke at the end there.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Jeremy had two that landed well. The white classic second joke, and the third joke about losing the cocaine and real sugar, and equating that with what was that with white people? Is that
What's white ingredients? You know,
What is
yeah,
this,
white
Jeff?
people.
What's going on here?
Whatever
You guys
works
saying
in
white
your head.
people are What?
Aaron.
you know? As he's saying it, I'm responding to it. I'm hearing it, but then once he's done talking, I just forget most of it except for what I wrote down in notes. So, but at the moment, it felt right.
So the key is never stop talking, right? And then you remember it.
So was this about Coca-Cola or race?
I'm confirming with the writer of the joke just to make sure I understand it. Rick's Royal Crown joke I thought was actually funny, and it was timely for people who might hear this weeks later. We just had the whole drama with the what Prince Harry and Meghan Markle speaking out against the royalty and their racist tendencies.
Royal Crown Soda.
Yeah, Royal Crown Soda. So timely joke. You get credit for that.
Hey,
However,
question.
what's up?
Are you guys racist? Get at it. We'll get back to it.
Almost got me.
Got you? What do you mean?
But I'm going to give it to Jeremy because he got two of the three jokes to land, therefore giving Jeremy 2 points over everybody else's 1. Jeremy, you win today's episode. Yay, Jeremy.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, all of you guys. Thank you, every one of you. Thank you so much.
God, everybody was so disappointed with that verdict.
Well, we always are.
You just don't like Jeremy.
So anticlimactic.
I don't know what you were expecting.
They want me to be less white, like winning all the time.
Yeah, if you were white, they would have been like, yeah, good job, Jeremy. That was great.
Nice job, Tom Brady.
Right. Well, congratulations to Jeremiah Martinez.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Guys, the jokes don't matter. We're all winners.
They certainly seem to matter less and less these days. But yes, congratulations nonetheless. We're going to go to Carly Kastner now, see if she has any burning questions.
Yeah, I'm going to take it back to our second story about the girls or women who dressed up as elderly to get COVID shots.
Girls or women.
Whatever you want to call them, they were women, 35 and 30 and 45. So have you guys ever faked your identity to get something that you needed?
Faked our identity.
Yeah. Faked something about yourself to get what you needed, or faked a name, or
all day long.
Oh, Ricky! Tell me more.
You just described his MO.
You can't what does that even mean? Like,
okay, I'll give you an example because I've done that.
How am I different than the person I'm presenting myself to be?
Okay,
is it like, are you John? Yeah, sure.
No.
I think she means. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Carly.
No, I'll give you an example. So,
Carly, I'll tell you what you mean. Hold on.
Yeah, Carly, what you mean?
The British accent thing. It's gonna be the British accent.
No. But that's a good story, actually. But no, I've already said that on the show, I'm sure. No, I bought a mattress a few years back, and the mattress places are fucking brutal. Like, if you've ever bought a mattress before, they play dirty. They try to oversell. They do all the shit. Like, they're an evil company, okay?
This would be perfect if we had a Casper ad or something. Here.
I'm dirtiest mattress man.
You know who does play
crooked as a mattress man.
I usually shop at the dirty mattress store, but that's a little different than what I think you're talking about.
Mattress sales are evil, okay? They should just be one fucking price for a mattress. So anyway, that's besides the point. So I went into a place and
socialism, Carly.
I wanted to get the best price possible, but like Sleep America or something, they record whether you already buy a bed. It's confusing anyway. I went into a Sleep America and I had already gotten a quote from another salesperson at that store, and the woman was asking me my name and I was giving her like fake information, and then when she like looked at she needed my ID to like put in because I bought a pillow or something, and she realized that I had been lying to her, and she looked at me and she goes, "Are you serious?" And I was like, Are you serious? How come you gave me a different price than the other guy here at the same store 2 days ago? And I walked out.
Carly, you have so much free time. How come it never seems that way when we schedule this show?
First of all, this was years ago. Secondly, I was trying to buy a mattress and I didn't want to pay $700.
Because I think on the last episode we talked about how you just go back and forth with scammers via email.
It takes 2 seconds to respond to a scammer. It takes 5 hours for us to record one episode.
It's because you won't get off your goddamn email.
Anyway, that's what I mean. Have you ever like faked someone out in order to get something?
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll start. No.
Fake someone out to get the thing.
I think I have. I can't think of a specific example, but it rings very true what you were saying. With, you might call a place under a couple different pseudonyms or something, just to try to see if they're bullshitting you, giving you a good price or not. Maybe like when I've been like shopping for a car or something, and they already know my name and stuff, and they want to tell me bullshit. And I can't think of a specific thing.
You want to hear a secret?
You're not my dad.
I used to wish that I had like an identical twin or something like that, where like I could get out of taking a test and he could take it for me or something stupid like that. You know?
Why would he want to take a test for you?
Because he would be undoubtedly smarter than me. Okay.
He just wants to show off.
I already know he's smarter than me because he decided not to be my twin.
Jeremy is a rom-com where he falls in love with 2 women and he's dating them at the same time. And in order to, he accidentally makes a date for the same night. So he asks his twin and his twin goes and his twin actually falls in love with the woman. And then now they're in a hole to do.
And then my twin fucks both of them and then I like get nothing.
Because obviously like he's way smoother than me.
And by smooth, I mean giant of cock.
Sure.
I thought you were going to go with like unshaven or shaven.
Yeah.
But he was.
He has like the Arnold cock and I have like the Danny DeVito cock.
Leftovers.
And you lean them against each other, right?
I got the leftover embryo of the cock. Yeah.
Rick, do you have any specifics?
I mean, I don't know. Like all the time, sure. Whatever makes sense. Why do people need to know who you are?
Do you lie to women, Ricky, to get them to go out with you?
No, I never lie to them to get them to go out with me. What is a lie?
What's the biggest?
Don't go out with me.
What's the biggest lie or exaggeration you've ever told someone that you were dating?
That I was dating? No, I wouldn't do that.
Or that you were like trying to pick up. I mean,
it wouldn't be a lie. It'd be a joke. Maybe it'd be like,
jokes are lies.
This is done. We're done. We can't.
Okay.
No, but it's not just like standard, make yourself look better than you are, manipulation kind of thing. But like a blatant, like, yeah, my name is whatever. I'm a baseball player, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So like if someone like comes into a room and it's like, oh, that's my friend. George from
Seinfeld.
I went to art school with him, so I might go like, and I take that information, and the guy sits down, and is like, "Hey, you're George, right, from New Jersey?" And like just try to like pretend like I knew him. I might do that a lot of times.
I love that Ricky walks into a room and someone's like, "Yeah, this is my friend George from Seinfeld."
I didn't say George from Seinfeld.
I know, I did.
I know, but
Are you friends with that fictional character from that show from the 90s?
That's like a very elementary school thing. He's like, George from Seinfeld? I know him.
How? Summer and George.
Hey, they do it on the show. Don't they make up Art Vandelay Industries?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah, Rick, you're a regular George from Seinfeld.
I've never intentionally done that. I've incidentally done that. So
I mean, if it happens, it happens.
If it happens, it happens. I was at a Starbucks. I was ordering drinks, but when I was younger, I had a lot of like social anxiety, and so the way I ordered, I guess She thought I was from a foreign country because she goes, "Oh, I like your accent." I was thinking in my head, "Oh God," I was so nervous ordering that I just sounded, my words were so stuttered coming out that I sounded like a foreigner. So, anyways, takes
so
my
sad.
name, yeah, and then I go to pay, and she just winks at me, and I got a free drink from it, but I was too embarrassed to like explain to ask her out on a date because then I would have to come clean that I'm not actually from a foreign country. I just have a lot of social anxiety.
Girl, you so sexy, you make me lose my accent.
Now, did your twin brother eventually go and have sex with her?
Yeah. It's hard to admit.
Still a
to,
sore
but
subject.
It's a
Didn't
sore,
mean to-
it's a sore
I think
spot.
I think now that I think about it, I think when I was a kid, I subscribed for different library cards and different names because I would owe late fees on one of them. So I would just start a new one.
So
Does that count?
that's why you always had your stick and bindle and just on the move constantly. Stay ahead of the library people.
I feel like
A big
I've always
bag
been
full
kind of
of library books.
I've always been kind of a bad boy, you know, not paying my library fines.
I feel like I've told you guys this before, but when I was in college, my roommate's boyfriend cheated on her. And so what we would do
That's a good story.
when we would go out, we would give his phone number to guys who asked for a phone number that we didn't want to go out with. So he
That's
would
funny.
just constantly be getting texts that's like, "Hey, it was really nice meeting you the other day. Do you want to grab a drink sometime?" And she would do it, and then he would get text asking her out. So I thought that was pretty good revenge.
Yeah. Well, maybe he got so much dick after that. I guess jokes on whom.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. If you enjoy the show and you want to support it, there's a good way you can do that. You can head over to Patreon. And for just $3 a month, you can get full video episodes. You can get bonus content. You can get access to classic episodes. So if that sounds good to you and $3 isn't too much to ask, it's a good way to directly support this show if you enjoy what we're doing. You can always...
If I could jump in. Sorry, if I could jump in. We just released an extra, a new As Seen on TV episode with our good friend Hannah Ty, where we talk about the Spurtle, the Tush Turner, and the Slob Stopper. So you gotta go check those out.
That's right. So if you want to check that out, you gotta pay up. But we also appreciate you just supporting the show by listening wherever you find podcasts. And wherever you do that, we wouldn't mind if you gave us some feedback, suggestions for stories, ratings, reviews, comments, all that stuff really helps us out. So if you can do that anywhere you can, we'd really appreciate it. Aaron Kraft, our resident judge, he's also our producer and our house band. You can find more of his music over on SoundCloud.
Captain Lovecraft, CAPT_LOVEKRAFT on SoundCloud. Check it out.
All right. And Rick, do you have anything to mention?
Yeah, so I'm going to be going up on the 30th of this month at Stand Up Place.
Stand Up
Oh, that
Place.
place.
Rick Bronson's House of Comedy.
Okay.
On
Also known as Stand Up Place.
You know, you were just talking about making stuff up and
it's what's it? Shoot, sorry, I just had it open. It's a show. It's a specific show. Triple
I
threat.
think it's comedy.
Triple threat show. Triple threat show.
oh, what
No.
are the 3 talents that you'll be?
I don't know if that's what it is.
But isn't triple threat like singing, dancing, and acting?
I don't know.
To find out, go over to Rick Bronson's House of Comedy in Phoenix on the 30th of March. Do you have a time on that?
Night.
Sometime in the evening. Check it out.
Just
Probably
maybe-
around 8.
Just be there, just in case
Yeah.
the show starts between 6 to 9.
Triple
Okay.
threat Tuesday.
We'll have links
Tuesday.
to get you where you need to go. But I think that'll do it for this episode.
All right,
That's it.
everybody. My name has been Ricardo Leon.
My name is Jeremy Martinez.
I'm Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
And I'm Aaron Kraft.
And for 1, 2, 3 jokes, we're gonna give you back another thing, another episode tomorrow.
The fuck are you talking
Okay.
about? 1, 2, 3 jokes.
Okay, wait. So
Tomorrow.
triple threat night is because it's $5 well beverages, $5 selected beers, and $5 appetizers. It has nothing to do with the talent.
And Rick, you're providing that, yeah?